Hi, my name is Muhammad Umar Farooq, and I'm a current student in Charles University, and my student ID is 11645477. Today, I'm here to speak about my topic Internet of Things in the course ITC571 Emerging Technologies. So, basically, in this video, I'm going to speak about the Internet of Things, and the topics which I'm going to speak are basically I'll start with the introduction, then I'll talk about how original is this approach, and then I'll move on to the literature review in the research of Internet of Things and the research gap which we came across in this project. Then I'm going to speak about what's the aim of this project, and what all materials and methods used and the data analysis for this project, and the last comes with the results and followed by the conclusion. So firstly, I would speak about the introduction. Basically, the Internet of Things can be defined as a computing concept which is used to describe the idea of all the everyday objects which are being connected with the help of internet and are able to identify themselves with one another. The chosen method of communication is taken to be in the form of RFID tags and other sensory technologies in the environment. They are to be connected with one another with the help of internet, where they would be able to share the information that is being collected. So now I'm going to speak about uh, how original is this approach. So in this thing, advancing security and consistency gadgets make brilliant measures of data. In this viewpoint, the key is to finding a particular way recollecting the genuine goal to ignore false positive. Business organizations can make brilliant vitality about business that can incite redesign capability. In addition, more grounded focused positions and indisputable progress has fundamental effect on basic concern. Moving on, I'll now talk about the literature review in the Internet of Things. The EU data, that's basically the European Data Affirmation Change Package, is dependent upon the invigorate and modernize the regulatory framework. The European intends to help advancement and forcefulness by abusing big data. By building data confirmation into diagram of their system and shapes and changing data production to allow more true straightforwardness and customer control. So basically, the evaluation of the Internet of Things in 2003, Congress Congress instructed the FTC and the Federal Reserve to consider whether one kind of popular FICO rating used for mishap insurance used components that fill in as a middle people for race, sex, or distinctive characteristics that could offer rising to unlawful separations. Thus, it is vital to inquire about the security issues required with the Internet of Things that are utilized as a part of advanced advertising. So now I'll be speaking about the research gaps which we came across while in the process of this project. Internet of Things has, without a doubt, got a relatively every computerized gadget which we use in today's world. Like you use the smartphones, laptops, the book, the pads. So there are multiple gadgets which are being caught by the Internet of Things, and uh, so basically the term the term is that show alludes to anything that has an IP address. The gadget that has an IP address can send and get information and is associated with the internet. As such, it flawlessly joins profound systematic bits of knowledge, universal network, and implanted insight to achieve finishing undertaking in a matter of moments. Now I'm going to speak about my aim of research. The research aims to discovering security issues while utilizing Internet of Things in day-to-day life. In addition, the research is finding the safety efforts that would be useful to conceal the correspondence hole between Internet of Things devices, for example, sensors, types of gaze, frameworks, and cloud. Now we'll be talking about the materials and method. And the secondary data is assembled from the data from the books, from the diaries, from distinctive internet sources through quantitative and subjective techniques. The research has been chosen quantitative as the favored research procedures for the stream look at. In addition, remembering the true objective to assemble crude data as for the impact of gateway-based safety efforts, keeping in mind data analysis process is the data analysis strategy is of two sorts. Those are quantitative and subjective data examination methods. For this motivation behind research, quantitative data examination has chosen as a technique for analyzing the data that has been assembled for the clients. The researcher has presented the quantitative data investigation in the Microsoft Excel sheet. And now I'll be speaking of the results. Data minimization is alluded as the idea took after by the organization to make a restriction in gathering and holding data and also unveiling as never again require it. The Internet of Things assumes control over our everyday life. However, holding our security would be harder. The ways the organizations get to to the data of the people end up inescapable, and Internet of Things would be expansion to this. Most ordinarily listed protection risks are set as the accompanying. Now, in the conclusion, while concluding this, my I would like, in the end of the topic, I would conclude by saying like can be inferred that entryway-based safety efforts are viable to moderate security issues while utilizing Internet of Things. System administration arrangements center around dealing with the system utilized as a part of Internet of Things correspondence. So that is the end of my video and hope you like this. Thank you very much.